There's this phenomenon I'm noticing lately in the conversations I'm having that sometimes people I'm talking to are not willing to acknowledge what they really want because he or she thinks that there's something wrong with it, that they shouldn't want what they want. And this is particularly relevant to me right now because, as I've noticed, having conversations like this that are intimate, deep, sometimes strategic, often philosophical, psychological, there really is a great intimacy about it, at least for me, because I really feel like I get to see people and know who they are. It's one of the things that I love doing the most. Letting people know how amazing they are. And I also know that each of these people, and this is not just true in these conversations, this is true in life in general, each of these people is a reflection of what's going on with me. This is a belief I have about life and something that's actually very useful. And things that I'm encountering again and again really have a message for me personally. And every conversation I have, there's a takeaway for me. Yes, it's all about them, and it's also about me. There's a message for me in it as well. So it's no coincidence that I am encountering people who are having challenges acknowledging what they want. And I'll give you one example of an individual who I think, based on our conversations, my gut tells me, really wants to be almost like a celebrity, like really acknowledged, like a rock star in a certain way. And yet in our conversations keep saying things like, but I don't want to sound arrogant, and I don't want that to be coming from the ego. And what really wants to happen is what that person really wants. That person really wants to be big and seen and prominent and public and noticed and famous. And we're waiting for that in the world too. I believe that what we really want, the world wants for us. And so this person isn't really allowing himself to want what he wants. And that's a recipe for unhappiness and pain. So my job is going to be to reflect that and encourage him to look and ask and seek and determine, what do you really want? Because it's okay. Acknowledge it. And wanting it doesn't mean you have to do it, by the way. It's just a part of being who we are and what we're experiencing. So why is that relevant to me? Well, obviously, because I'm struggling a little bit with some of the things that I find that I want. And I'm also struggling with how to share this without getting too personal. See, here we go. I've been recognizing lately that there are needs that I have that I've been burying, and one of them really has to do with writing. I've been writing, but I haven't been writing the way I really want to be writing, what I call fun writing. Writing just because. I don't get to do that a lot. I'm writing a lot about business topics, blog posts, marketing, and I like that, and I can channel what I want to write about into those things, but it's not really what I want to write. There's a kind of writing that is just so inspiring. It's from the source of creativity that just lights me up, and I'm on fire with it, right? I haven't really been letting myself want that, and I think part of it is because it doesn't feel practical maybe or useful. And another part of me is because it taps into creativity and aspects of my being. And if you follow chakras, you'll know it's second chakra stuff, creativity, also involved with sexual expression. That is not particularly comfortable, and I think I've been repressing it. And here's the thing. If I'm going to be a whole person, if I'm going to be integrated, it's my job to acknowledge what it is that I want. Really. It doesn't mean I have to do anything with it. But acknowledging it is really important. So that's my thought, and that's about all I'm prepared to share about that. You can read into it what you will if you like. And my thought for you, or what I'd encourage you to reflect on, what are the things or the thing, if anything, that you want that you're not giving yourself permission to want? Because it's not practical, because it means something bad, because you're not comfortable with it, whatever that might be. Just give it a little bit of attention. You don't have to do anything with it. Just be with it. Just allow it to be there and see what happens.